With food in rural areas and only concentrate on urban poor has left the elderly and people living with HIV grumbling, saying they are set to starve to death before calling government for immediate help. In Mityana District, Task Force-led RDC Isan Tumwe says they've already contacted the Office of the Prime Minister, which is leading the National Task Force on food donation to help, although they have not received positive response.
When government set out to help vulnerable groups of people, including the elderly and poor people, wherever the coverage left out people in peri-urban and rural places, pressure is mounting on district leaderships of especially peri-urban areas with vulnerable people demanding for share. The situation in Mityana, according to the district leadership, is getting out of hand. HIV-living people and elderly are questioning why they have been discriminated in the food distribution. A few we found at their home says the situation has left them with no option but to survive on hot water and jackfruits. These are not only affected by hunger but also access to health services, given that conditions remain fairly stale. Patience Ntamo, project manager for sustainable outcomes for youth and children in TASO, says many children have missed out on that dosage.
So some of the children have failed to take in these drugs because they do not have food to take.
Nauti Dorinda, administrative director for Namubatamba Rehabilitation Centre, equally laments, saying with no food readily available, even those that have drugs cannot take them.
But really it is somehow hard when the population is full.
Isaiah Tumwe, the resident district commissioner of Mityana, says the pressure from the residents is too much.
No, we need more food because the number of vulnerable groups we have are many, are overwhelming actually.
Given the government, Semakula Geoffrey, the executive director of Partners for Community Transformation, have distributed 11.5 tons of maize flour and 5.8 tons of beans to the different groups that include TASO, Namubatamba Rehabilitation Centre, elderly, who he says have been left behind for long.
We continued to see how children were living on empty stomachs. They were lacking food.
Semakula, however, appealed to able Ugandans to aid out vulnerable, who at this time at the mercy of God.
Despite the fact they have gardens, the food is not now enough because we have people from the cities.
The quest for food, Mityana residents have decided to defy the presidential